Good evening and welcome back to the Thedivineflowlab. My name is Shayna and today I'll be guiding you through your 10-minute evening Vinyasa flow class. Let's start by coming into a seated position on our mat and slowly closing the eyes as we begin to connect with the breath. I'd like to invite you to set an intention for your practice today. It can be something you may want to let go of from the day, or maybe even an intention that you'd like to carry into tomorrow. Just a reminder that everything that has happened today is in the past, and this time is just for you. Gently blinking the eyes open, let's make our way down onto our back with our feet out in front of us and our hands by our side. Feeling the natural rhythm of our breath as we continue to breathe. Let's get started by taking a twist on the right side, slowly hugging in the right knee to the chest, then taking the right knee over to the left side of the body and reaching the right hand out to the right side of the room. Breathing into this twist, remembering to keep it gentle, then bringing the right knee up and releasing the foot down to the mat, then slowly hugging in the left knee and taking it over to the right side of the body, reaching the left hand out towards the left side of the room. Remembering to breathe into this twist and releasing the left leg down to the mat. Let's push ourselves up into a tabletop position where we'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale as you drop your belly and lift your tailbone for cow pose. Then exhale, rounding the spine, dropping the head for cat pose. Inhaling into cow pose and exhaling into cat pose. One more round. Inhale, cow pose, and exhale, cat pose. Then tucking the toes and lifting the hips back and up for a downward facing dog, keeping a micro bend in the knees, and maybe bending one knee and straightening out the other. On an inhale, walking the feet up to meet the hands, circling the arms up, and exhale, bringing the hands down to heart center. Inhale, circling the arms up, and exhale, forward fold, planting both hands on the mat, stepping back into plank. Let's lower both knees and lower our body all the way down. Inhale, coming up into cobra, and exhale, tucking the toes and lifting the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Let's come into a modified side plank, lowering the right knee down to the mat and opening up the body to the left side of the room as we take our left hand up towards the ceiling. If you are feeling stable, you can lift the left leg off the mat, taking one more breath here, then releasing the left leg and the left hand down towards the mat, bringing both knees down as we lower our bodies down, and inhaling, coming up into cobra. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. On an inhale, walking the feet up to meet the hands, circling the arms up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, circling the arms up, and exhale, forward fold, planting the hands down and stepping back into plank, lowering both knees and our bodies down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Taking the left knee down on the mat this time and opening up the body towards the right side of the room, taking the right hand up. Option 2, raise the right leg if you're feeling stable. Then taking one last breath and releasing everything down towards the mat, bringing both knees down and lowering the body. Inhale, coming up into cobra. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, walking the feet to meet the hands, circling the arms up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, circling the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, planting the hands on the mat, stepping back into plank as we lower both knees down, lowering the body, and inhale, coming up into cobra. Exhale, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Lowering both knees down, keeping them hips width distance, and pushing our hips back towards our heels and lowering our chest and forehead down to the mat as we come into child's pose. Taking a moment to reconnect with your breath as we begin to prepare for Shavasana. Let's come onto our backs, laying down with our feet out in front of us, bringing our hands alongside the body, and closing the eyes. Shavasana. Slowly beginning to bring awareness back to the body as we wiggle our fingers and our toes. When you're ready, slowly coming onto the right side of the body and pushing ourselves up into a seated position. Keeping the eyes closed as we take one final moment together. Remind yourself of the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. Blinking the eyes open and bringing both hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.